Your silence makes people have to sit with themselves. This really hit home for me, or I fully had this realization a few weeks ago when I was at work. So what I do for work is I drive a truck or a semi, and inside the semi we have a CB radio that all the other trucks have that we're able to communicate with each other. And just like any other job, most of the time we just BS through the CB radio. And I don't remember what the conversation was or what we were talking about, but I know whatever I said didn't get a response. I was forced to sit in silence with what I had just said. And in that silence, I started to notice my mind racing. Like I was thinking, did I offend them? Did I say something wrong? Do I sound like an idiot? All of these things. And usually I don't have these thoughts about myself, but for whatever reason in that moment, I was having those thoughts. And I realized, because in silence, like I said, we're forced to sit with ourselves, it kind of creates like a container, an echo chamber, and the only thing that's being echoed back to us is ourselves. And we get uncomfortable with that because we're so used to hearing a response. And oftentimes, how we identify or gain our sense of self-worth is through the response and reactions that we elicit in others. We're constantly being told who we are by other people. And when they stop telling us who we are, or when we don't get a response, then we see who we are. And we see it clearly. And that is an unsettling feeling. And I'm sure this happens to my other coworkers too, when I don't always respond. When someone says something to me, I may say something, they say something back and I don't respond. And I'm sure I elicit that same discomfort in them by not responding. But I think when we sit with that discomfort, when we choose to think about what we want to say or what we just said, it can only benefit us in the long run. Seeing ourselves clearly can only be beneficial to us in the long run and to the world. Anyway, that's really all I got for you. I don't have a strong conclusion on this one, but just know that your silence makes people sit with themselves, and vice versa. And the next time you feel an impulse to just say something so there's not silence, think about it first. Take a moment and just sit in the silence. Or, if you're like me and we're in that situation where someone didn't respond to you, don't just keep talking to cover up the silence. Sit in the silence. How do you feel about that silence? What thoughts are coming up? What feelings are coming up? And just sit with that. Silence is powerful. That's why we're all scared of it.